Hello and welcome to an episode of Gyro Plays Enter the Gungeon. We're gonna play as the Paradox. We're gonna reel it back. All right, from the last episode, we tried to get a little too spicy on the second episode. Like, what are you doing, sir? Who do you think you are? Trying to go through the oubliette and getting to the rat room. This is high level strats here that you're trying to do. And that's not really what we're about right now. We're trying to get comfortable with the gyroscopic control nature of the speaking of which, hold on. We gotta put the wrist strap on. You gotta have that tactile pulling back of the controller. It's it's a necessity at this point. Yes, I am playing with the bumper as well. A lot of people, you know, they think it's just grab a Joy-Con. You can play with the gyroscopic controls. There's not, dude. There's a lot of nuance involved as well. You gotta come prepared if you wanna leave as champions. Leave as a winner, at least, or feeling like a winner. I guess there's not really much of a difference there, you know. Like, my generation's definitely the one where we got like non-stop participation trophies. Just by showing up, you can, you know, basically that's half. That's half of success. What's the phrase that I'm looking for here? Being showing up is. I can't. I lost the idiom. I guess it's not that good of an idiom, is it? Because I remember showing up a lot to certain things and feeling like quite a bit of a loser when I came out losing to someone that was 2 grades under than me in a 5th grade spelling bee. It just you know, they give you mixed signals when you're in elementary school. You for a while you're just like, yeah, just be there, just do your homework and you'll have a good time. And then, you know, on the other hand, it's just like, how do you spell committee? What kind of word is committee? Oh, we do have another gun here. I just realized the blasphemy is completely useless when it comes to y'all. When it comes to, what was I gonna say? When it comes to losing a heart, you know, it's only useful when you have the full hearts. Yo, let's go. Gatling Gull, I'll take it. Gatling Gull is not that tough of an enemy. He's got very easy tells. We got the robot's left hand here, just shredding his HP down. Fantastic. What do we... Oh my goodness, okay. Blanks are good too. Because I do want my master round. Let's go. Alright, it's not a mimic. And we got a grasshopper. Young grasshopper. Okay, do we want to check all the rooms? You know what? I do not. You know, I'm not about that spice life. You know what I'm saying? That's for the UK. Speaking of spice, man, this whole Blizzard thing, man, that's going down. It's a little bit on the spicy side for me. I usually like political stuff. I'm happy that it's not in my gaming podcasts. I'm happy it's not in my nostalgia Try Guys. It's not in my Rhett and Link. You know, they don't really delve into that. But yeah, this one, because Blizzard's involved, this Hearthstone, it's at the yeah, everybody just has to be reporting about it. You know, even the NBA. So you got sports and you got games. That's like pretty much if you ask in my current place of employment, what people do on their spare time. Those two are the things that you're gonna get. So like, it's a little bit bigger of a deal than if you're on the sidelines like, I don't really have like 2 cents. No, this is something that's like, it's just bad. People have been comparing what's going on over across the sea as like basically Nazi Germany. Like that's the severity of what's going on. So the fact that it's seeping into our innocent video games, just because it's, you know, money's involved. It's dangerous, you know. It's not a topic that I'm like happily going into, but you gotta welcome some bad topics every now and then, just to get your 2 cents out there. Just spill your guts. And it's not really something that I need to like vent about either. It's just, here are the facts. Personally, the first thing I thought was, here's a influential person in a video game. Sure, I watch a couple influential, I keep up with a couple influential people in the video games market. Sure, not really anybody in the esports, but the first thing I saw was like, okay, he did that on a tournament stage. That feels like the wrong place to do something like that, because, you know, yeah, you're gonna lose your prize money. You're gonna break your contract. And, you know, a lot of people have their 2 cents. Like, a lot of people have like disagreements with the phrasing of the contract, etc., etc. It's just not a good place to do it, you know? Like, put a video out on your Twitter, like do some other way to do it without affecting the company. But it's just like the way Blizzard responds after that, it's just that's when it spirals down. Oh boy. Especially the 2 shoutcasters getting fired. I don't understand why. Like, maybe they should have like cut the scene right then and there. It kind of seemed like they were laughing. I don't know, man. You can watch the clip for yourself. We just lost to the master round, unfortunately. Hwah! But, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Every time this discussion comes up where it's like, you know, just boycott everything. Wait, so you're telling me I'm gonna go to the grocery store and look under every single thing that I purchase and make sure it doesn't have the words that are probably inevitably gonna be there for like 95% of the items? It's just, that's a tough one. You know, there's got to be some other way, and it kind of just feels like it's gonna end up in something pretty intense. I don't know. Gunslinger Ashes, something not very intense. For a gun that unlocks when you get the Gunslinger, it's a very underwhelming weapon. Let me just say that. Yeah, basically made us get hit there. I'm not being salty, you're being salty. Okay, let's get I want to get a key, maybe. Okay, yeah, let's grab that. Also, fill up on hearts. Thank you, sir. Thank you for holding that. Yo, the yeet launcher. Let's go. How many videos will we use the word yeet unironically? Also, who's gonna judge if it's ironic or unironic? A lot of people don't even realize the difference between the two, but we've gone over that in one of these Gungeon episodes before. People misuse ironic and coincidental, but it's English. English is actually legitimately tough. You know, it's got a lot of rules. Okay, here we go. What words have I mixed up recently? Acquiesce is a nice big fancy college word for you guys that are in college. That's a free one. It means to reluctantly accept something, but not actually like physically reluctantly. Like to have your doubts about accepting something, but not really fight about accepting it. So like it's basically like if you a good example is like if my parents want to pay for dinner, I'm just like, I have my own money, but like it's free food. It's I don't know. That example is a A+ for me. But yeah, I confused acquiesce with ascertain, which is nothing like acquiesce. So you got to be careful with the words you use, especially if you're trying to use big ones. It all depends on the environment as well. Like if I'm using that on my wife, it's usually because I want to see if she knows the word, and if I'm using it right, because she'll usually call me out. But like I think just about every time I've used like a $5 word or above, she's been like, that's not your usual language protocol. What is he doing? Is he listening to more audiobooks? What is he doing? No, it's usually a result of just me. Okay, so I like listening to like intellectual sound, even if they're not actually intellectuals, but like intellectually sounding podcasts, you know? There's a lot of podcasts that are just, you know, regular dudes just talking. But I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the colorful language. And I'm not talking about your bleebs, your blobbity bloops. No, that'll get you demonetized over here. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Get wrecked, dude. See, this is what I'm talking about. Easy peasy. 13 minutes into the 4th floor. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I don't know what accent I've put into that, but a game that I'm kind of interested in that recently came out is Indivisible. The Jan from Giant Bomb, who's also a fellow Filipino. I think his name's actually Jerome too. Judging from his Twitter. So like, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it's a pretty cool name. It's, you know, Jerome. You can add an unk on that name, and then yeah, you see where I'm going. But yeah, Jan from Giant Bomb recently played it, and he said it like it basically it's one of those stories that doesn't get told. You know, like a lot of there's not a handful. There's not even like you can't even count on your fingers how many movies you probably know of, like Malaysian, Southeast Asian, like origins. You know, and that's pretty sad. Like for someone who is of Filipino origin. You know, I barely know anything about my history because it wasn't in the elementary history books. I mean, I asked my 4th grade teacher if the Philippines and the Americas get along, and the the teacher just laughed and said they're basically gonna become a state one day. And I was like, really? You know, in my innocence, I'm just like, wow, that'd be so cool. I told that to my parents, and they're like, ha. They laughed in a whole nother way. As in, like, why would we want to be involved in this hot mess? I don't know. I think everybody just thinks that their country is the best, and you know, rightfully so. Although they did move from that country to this one, so I'm like, why are you against the idea of the Philippines being, you know, part of the Americas if you migrated over here? I've been thinking about like them retiring recently, like, because my mom told me she's got like 4 years until she can retire, like maybe 3, maybe something like that. I'm like, man, she's gonna get to retire. That's pretty slick. More than I could say, probably. It's a joke, but it's not really a joke. It's like a real thing. It's, yeah, people my age probably have to be like stashing money in the bank like themselves, because retirement's not going to be an actual thing in the future. I mean, it barely is now. Like, all I see are, okay, this is a little bit, you know, a little bit of real talk for you. All I'm seeing in the business, is vice presidents retiring. People that are essentially like CEOs, but like one step underneath. Like, those are the ones that are retiring. They're like, as long as you work hard, as long as you put in the hours, I hope that you can retire too one day. You can just... I'm gonna hold my tongue. Because it's such... It's not meant to be a patronizing tone. But like, we've heard the actual statisticians. We've heard the people that have told us about our 401ks, and yeah, basically he's just lying to our faces. I don't know. And it's, a lot of it is you know, it all goes back to the other conversation we were having about the money thing and where the money comes from. It's just, we'll see. We'll see. A lot of it, you know, I'm just like, a lot of the times when it comes to money, it's just like, I want to just be able to pay for the mortgage and like and feed the fam. Can I do that? All right, cool. All right, I'll just live my life then. Yeah, that's kind of how I am with the bills and all that. Hopefully you're asleep by now, because this is getting into like some real heavy personal stuff. All right, here we go. I mean, not really talking about retirement money. It's just like it's for anyone that's under the age of like, what, 22. You're probably like, oh my goodness, just play the game. I am playing the game. All right, here we go. It's shooty bang bang. But yeah, for a lot of you, it's that are underneath that age of interest of this, you know, this is something that you're gonna have to think about, you know, in the near future. You know, it doesn't hurt to expand your brain of the realities of life soon. You know, maybe it'll hit you sooner than you think. Hopefully not. Hopefully you get to enjoy essentially being a child until like 25. Even when you move out, look, there's a fallacy out there. I need to make sure I'm using that word correctly. A fallacy out there that once you move out, you're an adult. And it's no, when you have so many responsibilities that you have to like make sure you plan out your free time, that's kind of when you I feel like, oh, we didn't use double vision. Yeah, well. But yeah, when you have to plan out your schedule out your days, I feel like that's when you're juggling your time and your like time management, when that becomes like a regular phrase for you. And that's kind of when it strikes. Because then you're like just watching the days go by and just basically enjoy your enjoy life, you know. I'm not looking back like, oh man, I wish I could have done this and that, but I definitely took it for granted, so I just don't want you making the same mistake. That's how wisdom works, right? It's passed down through ramblings on an Enter the Gungeon episode, where the guy tries to use arbitrary controls. No. Just to prove a point? No, it's mostly just so I can have more fun in the game, honestly. Oh no, I hate those orbs. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, cool. Also, a lot of these videos are gonna be like pre-recorded, but I'm thinking that we also stash a couple Twitch VODs on here. You know, the commentary is gonna be about similar, if not a little bit better on the streams, just because I possibly have some other people to work with in conversation. You know, it's just yeah. Hopefully you don't mind Twitch VODs. The notification sounds I have minimalized for this kind of stuff, so being extremely purposeful. But I know a lot of you guys can't catch the streams, so we should just post them on here. Post a couple of the good runs, maybe some of the bad ones if they end pretty funny. But cool. Hopefully that's fine with you, my shareholders. That's not. Oh man. Oh, I let go of the controller. You never let go of the controller in Enter the Gungeon, unless the screen is black and you see the resume option on the screen. You know what I'm saying? You go to the pause menu when you want to take a chillax pill. Okay, well, we're gonna grab this one. We probably could have grabbed Mega Hand, but either way works for me. Ooh, an owl. Definitely don't have the money for that. Okay. This hexagon's awesome. Also, I just realized we're not playing as the gunslinger. So I'm pretty proud of that, honestly. I mean, I made the decision myself when I started the run, but it's one of those things that's just like, yeah, you don't really realize until you realize that you've been playing pretty okay for not having easy mode turned on. That. But yeah, so that does mean the Twitch VODs does mean that if you were watching the stream, you know, 7 o'clock in the morning might come around, you're like, I've already seen this. But hopefully it's still just as enjoyable. Yeah, I feel like I have a lot of fun watching stuff, rewatching content that I've already seen live, because I probably missed something and I couldn't go back. And also, I may have had involvement in the conversation that I can recall. That'll be, that's pretty fun. I don't know. Just trying to make the best content on here and have the most consistent uploading schedules that I can. In my lack of time that I have to schedule, and that's a callback. That's a callback to being old. I mean, honestly speaking, I say all this, but it's like out of everyone probably at my workplace, even including those that don't have kids, I probably spend the most time playing video games. Even with a child. I have found myself not wanting to play as many video games when I'm like not recording or streaming. You know, is that rare? Is that a strange phenomenon? I don't think so. Like, cause I'm wanting to create the thumbnails. I'm like trying to maximize my time as far as what to get you guys. What you guys deserve. I guess it's more like try to put the best stuff out there that I can. But it's also like just a lack of games right now. Like once Overwatch comes out, I'll probably be playing that a lot on my off time. Come on. There we go. Hexagon with the clutch kill. It is a beautiful, beautiful gun. I love this sniper rifle, and the fact that it works perfectly fine in with the gyro controls. It's a chef's kiss. Mwah. Oh, speaking of chef's kiss, the Steam remote play feature, the share play feature, Overcooked numero uno will finally see its day on a stream or something rather. Oh man, Overcooked 2, the main redeeming factor of it was that you could play it on the no. You could play it online with your buds. I don't know about main redeeming factor. It's also got like throwing. The throwing is a little bit, a little bit frustrating. I guess could be a good word for it. Got him. Okay, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Yeah, forget about it. I don't really do an Italian accent. I don't really do most accents because I'm already like kind of faking the English one. Not English, the American accent. The Northeast US thing that I got going on. Ay. What do you mean you're faking your language? It's we've been over this before, but you might be new here. But essentially, when English isn't your first language, you might have to try to adapt your tongue. And when you grow up with listening to people that have accents as well, it just bleeds into your regular conversation. So you're gonna hear me pronounce words incorrectly, and it's gonna be real easy to point fun. But I'm just saying, it's just you're racist. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. No, that's not fair. I don't know. I'm just... I'm just saying. A lot of the Asian countries, we don't have the coolest accents, alright? We're not your Scottish... The Scottish accents that you can listen to Braveheart all day, and yeah, it's... I can't even act like I know how to do those accents. I guess it's something that I've always been interested in, you know? I think everyone who watched a crap ton of cartoons were always like, what if I had the job of screaming into the mic for God knows how many episodes of Dragon Ball Z? And speaking of which, dragons... Get wrecked, dragon. That was a good run, man. I like that we finished on a pretty positive note there. We got kind of serious. But you know, I'm getting back into the swing of things. Hope you guys are enjoying the episodes. We're gonna go daily uploads, 7 a.m. Let's go. Waking up in the morning. I forget the words. Crap. You get it. It's Friday. It's not Friday, I don't think. It's probably gonna be like in the middle of the week, this one. But cool. Hope you're enjoying them, and yeah, hope you're willing to tune in for the other ones, or you know, whatever you want. You know, you can tune in or not tune in. Whew. Toughest part of the game. 100% not lying. Alright, well, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you want to watch future episodes, hit that sub button and that bell. I highly appreciate it. We're trying to go for 100 subs, and then we'll get like a Twitch Sings going on or something. Alright, alright. Thanks for watching. See you.